Well, today I've got a little marathon training update. Figure I'd kind of give you a little status update on how my training is going. Also want to talk about these here, the Saucony Reheat Mitts. Kind of a very informal review of these, and I'll tell you why here in just a minute. So yeah, the review of these coming up in just a minute, but first, I just kind of want to update you on my training and my neck. My neck is feeling quite a bit better. It is still a little bit stiff. I did not train at all on Monday or Tuesday. Sunday was my rest day, but I wasn't able to do my yoga that I normally like to do. So I pretty much had 3 days off, which wasn't good, but it was good because it felt great to, the legs felt really fresh when I did run on Tuesday. And when I ran Tuesday, I had a track work session, so it was pretty intense. I met up with Lee and Justin. We went to the track in town and ran. So the workout for the day, we did a 20-minute warm-up, and then it was followed by 12 1-minute on and 2-minute off. So basically the 1 minute on is supposed to be about an 8 out of 10 on the perceived effort scale. So for me and Lee, we both were targeting around that 6:15 pace, which was probably a little aggressive, but we felt pretty good. And then it was just a cool down to time afterwards. So it was like an hour and a little over an hour. Went pretty well. I wore the Attribution Voyager shoes, just very lightweight shoe. I've got a full review on those. You can take a look at it, top right corner. Great shoes. No plates or anything, just pretty bare bones, but very lightweight and good for speed work. But that workout went pretty well. I actually felt, pretty fresh after it. I guess after having 3 days off, that'll definitely do it. So then today for me, Wednesday, I had another speed work day, which I was supposed to do on Tuesday. So it was supposed to be 2 days back to back, but I rearranged it to get it today because I didn't want to miss my speed work sessions with having the neck issue. So swapped out an easy day. And today was hill sprints. So basically I had to do a 30-minute warm up, and then I did 12 hill sprints of 20 seconds each. And then basically just walk, jog back down the hill, and go again. But we did it in 2 sets. So it was like 6 and then 6. And in between there was about a 2-minute recovery period or rest to let your heart get down a little bit more. But it was pretty tough. So I went on a little hill, and there's not a lot of elevation. It was probably about maybe an 8% grade max. And it was 20 seconds, supposed to be all out. So basically, it's a sprint. It was a hill sprint. And it was tough, not gonna lie. The last few were definitely very tough. My legs were feeling it. 2 days back to back with some speed work was it was a good workout for sure. So feeling pretty good though about the training. This weekend's long run looks really cool. I'm actually pretty excited about it because it's not just go out and run for 2.5 hours, or it's got some structure to it, which looks really neat, and it sounds like it's going to be fun, kind of break up the monotonous of just a long run. So again, let me consult the phone so I'll put it up on the screen so you can take a look at it. But basically I'm going to start out, I'm going to go by the miles, not the kilometers. That's easier for me to do on my watch. But yeah, so a 6-mile warm up, so a pretty long warm up, but that'll be good. And then 5 1-mile repeats at tempo effort. Basically it says here with a half-mile recovery in between. And if you go down a little bit, it shows no need to push too much or to expect the same as you hit during your regular intervals. Be in control. So I'm not going to go full out tempo. I'm probably going to target for a mile, I'm probably going to target between a 7 and 7:15 pace and see if I can hold that okay, if it feels good for 5 with that half-mile recovery in between. And then about a 4 to 5 mile cool down. They've also got some notes in there about, taking gels, how many they recommend doing. This is all from Vert. It's just really cool. I like the specificity that is there. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good workout inside of the long run. I was just talking to Lee about it on Wednesday at the track, how we were both saying, man, we really wish we had some mile repeats. So we like that. And well, here we go. We got it. Mile repeats. So should be a good run. Weekly volume for the last 3 weeks has been right around that 40 to 45. I think I was 48 last week miles. This week will probably be in the lower 40s with having to miss a day or two of the training. I should be able to make it up just running on Sunday like I normally don't do. So I should be able to make up at least one of those days and hopefully still be in the mid 40s, but we'll see how it goes. But overall training is going very well, and I'm looking forward to the marathon. So now let's get to these guys, the Saucony Reheat Mitts. So I was planning on doing a full review of these, like an actual review. Had some cool things in mind, but then when I was doing some research, apparently they have very recently, stopped selling these. So you can't buy these anymore from Saucony. You can still get them from a couple of local running stores I saw online. You can actually purchase these. They're about $40. But you can't buy them from Saucony anymore. You can't get them on Amazon. So yeah, I wasn't going to do a full review. But if you can find them at a local store, they are worth, you know, $40. They're pretty good gloves. If you Google the Saucony Reheat Mitt, it does show that at one point they had it listed on their 0 to 20 degree like outfit. I would disagree with that totally, because when I've worn these a lot, like quite a bit. At the track I wore them 2 times now, or maybe 3 times. I've worn them on my runs here, and they're good, but I would not take these below 20 degrees at all. My left hand, notoriously, every time I've worn these, my left hand gets really cold. I don't know if it's an issue with the seams. Everything seems to be constructed well, but I can definitely tell my left hand gets cold. So they're good mitts. They are really good for that 40 to like 30 degree range. They're like perfect. You know, they block the wind well. They are wind resistant. I haven't had them in rain yet to test. They do have some reflective bits on them, which is nice for running. But yeah, I would definitely not wear these down lower than like probably 25. Honestly, if it was below 30, I'd probably take another pair of gloves personally, because my hands get really cold. Good thing about them though is they do have the really nice, very comfortable fleece type lining on the outside of the thumb here, so you can just, you know, wipe the snot, which is nice. But, you know, for $40, if you can find them, they are worth it for like a cool temperature run. But for a true winter, you know, cold run, depending on your hands, for me, I would probably pick different gloves. But Saucony replaced these with a convertible glove, which is kind of more the in style now. So it's like 5 fingers, just like the Ultimate Direction ones I just reviewed. Top right corner, you can take a look at it. But yeah, 5 fingers, and they have the little mitt that goes over top of it that's wind resistant. And they look pretty nice, so I'll try to get those 2 at some point to test and compare to the Ultimate Direction ones. But as far as these go, can't buy them brand new anymore unless you find them at a local store that has them in stock, which there are some out there. But, you know, they're pretty good gloves for $40. Alrighty, well, that's going to do it. Short and sweet. Just wanted to give you a little update on my training as I train for the Covenant Health Knoxville Marathon on March 27th. So we still got a little over 2 months to go to train. Some good peak weeks coming up here, some good training coming up, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, that's it. So thank you. I appreciate you all. Don't forget to give the video 2 thumbs up. Can't do that, just 1. That's all you can do, but 1 thumbs up. That'd be cool. So thank you. Appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.